As you probably know by now, one of the biggest benefits of using AI is that it can save you time. But how much time you save really depends on how you prompt the AI tools. And I see a lot of people out there almost using these tools the same way that they would make a Google search. Maybe they type in some topic or ask it a somewhat general question. And while you'll probably get a response that adds at least some level of value, you're also wasting an opportunity to get much better output. The clearer you are in your requests, the better the output tends to be. So, we'll talk about a few tips that you can use to make your prompts more effective and your workflow a lot smoother. The first tip is to be as specific as possible in your prompt. Let's say I gave a general prompt telling an AI tool to summarize a balance sheet. In that case, I'm leaving out a lot of specific details that could potentially help that model. Now, let's say I add just one small detail to that prompt, and now I tell the model to summarize the balance sheet for a junior analyst. That one minor shift, those extra couple of words that I added, is going to drastically change the output that I get back from the AI tool. Because now the tool knows who the summary is for, and it can adjust the complexity of its language accordingly. And we can obviously go well beyond that as we're talking about the specifics that we add to the prompt. Each time I add even just a little bit more information, that allows me to get a much more tailored and precise response back from that model. Another useful thing to do is to tell the AI solution the format that you want your response back in. There's a ton of ways that these tools can format your responses, including things from a simple text response to paragraphs and tables, and now even images and video. By specifying the type of format that you want your response to be in, you can save a lot of time that you might otherwise need to reformat that information. And for our last tip, add context within your prompt to make sure that the AI tool fully understands the ask and any background information that might be applicable. And in some ways, this point kind of bleeds into point number one that we made as well. In addition to telling the tool exactly what you want it to do, maybe tell it why you want something done a certain way, or just give it some insight into feedback that you might have gotten before. So, for example, if I previously used AI to produce a report and then I sent it to the CFO, he might have made some comment to me that it took him forever to read through the report. So, I can bake that feedback into my prompt and make sure that the AI solution responds accordingly. So when I put all these points together, you start to really differentiate between a bad prompt and a good prompt. If you want an example, go into an AI tool of your choice and give it two prompts. First, tell it to explain a balance sheet. Then, tell it to explain a balance sheet in bullet points for a first year accounting student who forgot to study for a test that's coming up in 5 minutes. And that should give you a really good example of how the way that we use these tools is really important to maximizing their usefulness.